Hi, my name is Victoria Wright. First question, tell me about yourself. My name is Victoria Wright, and I am a freshman marketing major at the Fox School of Business, as well as picking up a minor in theater starting next semester. My career goals include being a market research analyst, preferably for a company that markets and advertises for Broadway or anywhere else within the entertainment industry. My previous work experience includes cleaning condos in Ocean City, Maryland during the summers, as well as babysitting during my younger days. My business experience is currently limited compared to my fellow classmates due to the fact that I have just switched from being an engineering major last semester to being a marketing major this semester, but I am doing the best that I possibly can to catch up to my peers. So far, I have joined the professional sales organization SPO and am a part of the Diamond Marching Band. I am a goal-oriented person, and with my background in both sports, theaters, and other extracurriculars, I am an organized team player in any situation that I am thrown in. Also, being the oldest child, I am a natural-born, responsible leader and believe that being an influential leader is the best way to lead a team. Even if it is my first time attempting to accomplish a task, I will always do it to the best of my ability. I am also an outgoing person who enjoys influencing others in a positive manner. Second question, tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. I became the JV softball team captain my sophomore year of high school. In my freshman year, I had made the varsity softball team, so making the varsity team again my sophomore year was to be expected from both my friends and my parents. After making the varsity team, second year in the row, the coaches asked for volunteers to move down to the junior varsity team, being that they only had 9 players and needed 10 so that they would not be cut. In particular, they were looking for a catcher, and being that I had played catcher in the past, I decided it would be the right thing to do to step down, even if that meant giving up the honor of being one of the 2 sophomores on the varsity team. So I stepped up to the plate, no pun intended, and became the catcher for the JV softball team. During the first week of practice, the team had a captain election, and much to my surprise, it was a unanimous vote for me to become the team captain. Throughout that season, I worked as hard as I possibly could to bring both the team and myself up, and I trained another girl to become a catcher. After a small knee injury, I was moved into center field, which was my natural position, and was very good at it. I was given the opportunity to move back up to the varsity team, but I knew that I could not give up on my junior varsity girls, so I turned them down and remained on JV for the rest of the season. At the end of the season, I became MVP of the year, and overall, that step down from the varsity team became one of the best decisions of my softball career. And that is how I became the JV captain. Last question. Tell me about something that you have learned in class. In class, I have learned how different personality types are able to work together as a team, regardless of whether they are introverted or extroverted. I personally have an extroverted personality type, and now understand that those who are more introverted are not necessarily cold-hearted people that dislike me, but they just do not communicate in the same way that I do. And although I was already aware of it, the fact that teamwork will always be a huge part of my life was reinforced, especially within the workplace. Not being a business major last semester, I found out through the Wall Street Journal that marketing was definitely a good move for me. An article I read recently was showing how the word protein on food boxes can increase sales and a few psychological reasons behind why, something that I found absolutely fascinating. LinkedIn is another important tool that I have learned about within this class and how important connections can be. I have even received an internship interview offer in New York City. But arguably, the most important thing that I have learned in this class is how critical it is to be a leader, no matter what job title or position you may have. Even if you are at the bottom of the hierarchy, whether it be tall or flat, there will be a situation where you have to work in a group. And when no one steps up to be the leader, problems will start. It is always better to have a team full of leaders rather than a team of followers with no one to set an example for said followers to adhere to. Thank you very much for taking the time to interview me.